The second part of section 3.4 is factoring a perfect square trinomial. The book and my math lab will show you a special way to do this. I'm going to suggest that you do it the same way that we've been doing factoring trinomials. It's just you'll do something slightly different when you write your answer. So if we had this problem, since the leading coefficient is a 1, we would look for factors of 81 that we can combine to get an 18. Well, that would be 9 and 9. And we said if this sign is positive, these signs will be alike, and they'll be like that one. So that's a minus and a minus. And if you check that product, that will give you this. Now, the thing you need to do is the last step. Since these two are the same factor, you write your answer as t minus 9 quantity squared. If you write it like this, my math lab is going to tell you that it needs to be simplified more. This is what they want as the final answer. So if the leading coefficient is 1, you're going to do the same thing we've been doing. It's just that it'll turn out that these two numbers happen to be the same, and you'll write it as a quantity squared. Now, suppose you have this. Again, the first thing you're going to look for is the greatest common factor. And although 4 and 28 have a common factor, they don't have anything in common with 49. So that doesn't work. So since this is not a 1, we're going to make our x, and we're going to multiply 4 times 49 and get 196. And then we're going to we're going to copy the negative 28 right here. So we've got to find factors of 196 that we can combine to get 28. So we'll probably need to make us a list. That would be 98. 3 won't work. 4 will be 49. 5 won't work. 6 won't work. 7 will be 28. 9 won't work. 10 won't. 11 won't. 12 won't. 13, no, 14. 14 will divide into that 14 times. And 14 and 14 is 28. So that tells me that those are the two numbers that I'm going to use to substitute for this. So I'm copying the first term. Instead of the negative 28, I'm going to put minus 14, minus 14. That's what I got from right here. And then I'm copying the 49. Then because it's 4 terms, I'm going to factor by grouping. So from the first two, I can factor out a 2p. I'm going to copy 2p minus 7 here. And what do I multiply by 2p to get negative 14p is a negative 7. So I'm going to copy my 2p minus 7. And my other factor is also 2p minus 7. So I'll write my final answer is 2p minus 7 squared. Now, that's what most students have found beneficial, is to do it the same way that we did other trinomials, and then just simplify your answer in the end. If you like the way that the book shows you with the view an example, or if you watch the book's video, you're certainly welcome to do it that way. The end result is the same, but this is what most students have found, is to just keep doing it the same way they've been doing it. So now you should be ready to do 5.4 part 2. Okay? I'll be back later with one more assignment.